What is up, YouTube? It's TheEnragedGypsy here, and today I'm bringing you guys the story of when I got arrested. This was maybe 2-3 months ago. I want to say 3 months ago. And it's not the most exciting story in the world, but it's bullshit because I literally did nothing wrong. But let's get right into it. So, last August, I started the job as a door-to-door salesman, and it was going pretty good for a while, and just whatever, right? I mean, it was a job. And in early November, we were in a small town, just going door to door, and after a couple hours, we were riding around with my boss, and my boss had this nice white Tahoe, so we would ride around in the Tahoe. And it's November, and where I live in November, it starts to get a little chilly, because you're approaching winter. So we're riding around in the Tahoe, and then we'd get out of the Tahoe, and then we'd go up to people's houses and, knock on their door, ring their doorbell, throw them our pitch, whatever, get back in the truck, drive down to the next block. So after a couple hours, we decide, well, first off, we're hungry, and second, I need to go to the bathroom. So we go back into town. It was a really, really small town, so it was mostly neighborhoods. So town was like this little strip. Like this little just downtown area. So that's where we went. And when we get there, we look all over for a bathroom and we can't find one. And my boss sees City Hall and he's like, okay, I'm going to go in there for a minute and talk to them. Maybe I can get a map of this place. So he goes into City Hall and we're looking for a place to go to the bathroom. We can't find one. So whatever, we're walking around and all of a sudden, this cop car pulls up, and he just slams on his brakes, like in the middle of an intersection. And he rolls down his window and points at us, and he's like, hey, are you two riding around in that white Tahoe? And we say, well, yeah, that's our boss's truck. And he's like, you stay put. And he drives around the block, because it was a one-way street. So he drives around the block, comes back, and my coworker who I'm with looks at me, and he's like, why did you tell him that? But I didn't want to lie, So this guy, this police officer comes up, the sheriff actually, he parks his car and he comes up, he's like, what are you guys selling? And we're like, okay, it's home exteriors, we're selling windows, roofing, siding, garage doors, etc. And he's like, okay, well, you guys are running around in your jackets and a white Tahoe and you're creeping on people's houses and knocking on doors. And we're like, no, we're not creeping on people's houses, we're just doing our job. And he says, well, do you have a permit? And we're like, yeah, we have peddler's permits. And we show him that it was for our city. And he's like, oh, those aren't valid here. You have to get a new one. So we go to get, we'll tell him, like, where do we get them? And City Hall's right behind us. And he's like, you get them right in there. We're like, okay, well, we'll buy one. It's no big deal. And he gets all pissy with us because we didn't have one. And he's saying, oh, well, you didn't have one, so you can't be doing that today. And you've been running around all day, and I've been getting tons of calls about you guys. So stay right there. And he goes back to his truck, and he comes back with handcuffs. And he handcuffs my coworker, and he handcuffs me. He's like, you're coming with me. And he literally takes us into City Hall that was right behind us. The building that was 5 feet away from us. And he takes us in there and tells us, oh, you guys need to get permits. You can't be doing this without permits. And our boss is behind him and walks up and is like, what's going on? And the police officer tells our boss, okay, well, you guys have to get permits. Otherwise, you can't be doing this. You might have them for your city, but here, it doesn't count. You have to get new ones here every day. And my boss is like, okay, then I'll buy new ones. That's no big deal. Because that's part of our job. If we have to buy new ones, we'll buy new ones. And the police officer is just pissed at this point, and he's like, it's been wasting my time, and I've been getting calls about you guys all day, blah, 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 blah. And he was just pissed off. He was annoyed because, yeah, somebody wasted his time, but honestly, we did nothing wrong, and he ended up letting us go, so it was no big deal. But guys, if you liked this story, please make sure you like and share the video. I'd appreciate it a ton. Subscribe if you haven't already. Sorry it was kind of another short video today. I'm pretty busy. I'll be back to the Fallout Let's Play tomorrow. Make sure you guys come check out the live stream tomorrow as well. Planning on playing some Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefield 4. So I'd love to see you guys there. Again, I'm just going to say it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like and favorite the video. Comment. Tell me what you thought of it. And I'll see you guys later.